What is up? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Happy all the good things. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another episode of Heat Press Nation Live. This is a special episode because it's Black Friday week. We're super excited. It's our biggest sale of the year. I have so much information to share with you. But first, we actually have an exclusive interview today. Yes, I don't know how we booked this. All right, now, you guys, welcome, by the way. I see everybody tuning in. Nani's Journey, Anita, Coco Loco, everybody saying what's up. So good to see you all. Now, I'm super stoked. We got an interview today. We're actually gonna show it to you right now. Super cool, huge celebrity. You guys all know and love this person. Why don't we go ahead and roll that? Super cool interview. Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Boy, did I have a treat for you. Today we have an exclusive interview with Black Friday. Black Friday, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and talk with us. Oh, of course, you're welcome, you're welcome. You know, it's my pleasure. I'll tell you what, I'd much rather be here than in a stinky tent parked outside of some random big box electronics store at 3 in the morning. I mean, we've all done that, right? Stinky, huh? Well, anyways, let's jump right into it. Now, every year it seems like you get a really bad rap. I mean, on the nightly news, there's always stories about how you're, keeping people from Thanksgiving. You're causing, a major ruckus in the stores. Whoa.
Let's get something very clear here, all right?
I don't make anybody do anything. So all of that hate has been misdirected at me. If you want to get upset at somebody, you really need to be picketing outside of these stores that open up on Thanksgiving. I mean, I catch so much unnecessary hate. Wait. So to be clear, you don't endorse any of that. What's my name? I'm sorry? What is my name? Black Friday? Black Friday, not Black Thursday. No. My father was not Mr. Black Thursday. No, he was Mr. Black J. Friday Senior. God rest his soul. We're not part of the Thursday family. So if you have a problem with this whole ruining Thanksgiving thing, you actually have a problem with my cousin, Mr. Greedy Thursday. Wait, that cannot be real. Oh, he's real, all right. He's as real as I am. Oh, and he's the absolute worst. I mean, he actually invented upcharging for guacamole. He's the reason you can't cancel your gym membership. And he actually designed the mac and cheese boxes with the little punch tab that doesn't even punch. And he hates Heat Press Nation too, by the way. Wait a second. So your cousin, Greedy Thursday, hates Heat Press Nation? Oh yeah. First of all, Heat Press Nation starts their sale at the beginning of the month. So people have way more time to save money on their equipment. Now that's enough to make Greedy Thursday as angry as a pigeon with no car to poop on. But if that's not enough, you guys have the audacity to start dropping my major discounts a whole week early and then stack new deals every day to your sale. Ooh, that's so savage, man. Oh, we're not trying to be savage. We're just trying to get people good deals on high quality heat transfer equipment. Oh yeah. Greedy Thursday hates Heat Press Nation for the same reason that I love Heat Press Nation. I mean, instead of bottling up all the deals and the craziness and the madness for one wild morning of just chaos, Heat Press Nation starts the sale early with a fresh set of deals. And then you guys add new deals daily to give people more time to save money. Oh, and best of all, I love how people can just text the word Black Friday to 31592 to get the full list of deals, all of the items and prices and the days that they're added to the sale. I mean, it really, it's actually kind of beautiful when you think about it. Honestly, we're just trying to... Shh. Well, I was just saying... Shh. No words. I know that you know that I know how you feel about me. Well, look at the time, we got to get going here. Thank you so much, Black Friday, for taking the time to stop by and talk with us today. Oh, sure. Yeah, thanks for having me. Funny enough, I got to get out of here too. I'm doing Rogan later. That Black Friday guy, I don't know about him, man. He seems kind of cool, but then he's kind of annoying. I don't know. Anyways, we had a lot of fun with that. I hope you guys had some fun with this. All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Okay, today is day 4. It's Wednesday, day 4 of our Black Friday sale. And as you guys know, every day of our sale, which technically it started at the beginning of the month, but like our daily deals started on last Friday. So last Friday we launched with a whole set of deals. Some of them are going to be coming up on screen. I'm going to share some of them with you. But today, here's the deals for today. First of all, this beautiful, you guys, this Vinyl Systems Evo. This is the 28-inch model. Servo motor, cuts beautifully, cuts quietly. Anyways, so this one, the Vinyl Systems Evo is $500 off. You guys, that is an absolute steal. You're seeing them here on screen, but for anybody who's not like looking at screen, maybe you're just listening, I'll tell them. Okay, so starting off, Vinyl Systems is on sale today. Select products. We have the Specialist 34-inch, $260 off. The 52-inch Edge, if you guys are starting a sign shop or you want to just cut huge oversized graphics, the Edge 52-inch model is $520 off. Jeez Louise, that's crazy. Coming in at $429. The Evo, again, servo motor. You have that size, that pro size. You have the pro speed and precision with the servo motor. Evo 28-inch is only $499.97. That is just a steal. Now, if you're wanting to get started, you want a full-size cutter, but you're not doing print and cut, you're doing like a lot of basic stuff, the Vinyl Systems Specialist 28-inch cutter is only $259.97. That actually brings it in cheaper than a Cameo 4 or Cameo 5. Sorry, so you have this full-size cutter. Again, it doesn't have print and cut, so there's no contour cutting. But if you're just cutting vinyl exclusively, dude, the Specialist is a butt kicker. Very fast, full size, it's awesome, and it's only $259.97. Now, the Signature Series 15-inch by 15-inch 8-in-1 multifunction, that's $100 off right now. That one's only $899. And here's where we get into the crazy, crazy cool deals. Okay, Dolls, Hottronics. You guys know everybody's been talking about the 360 cap press all year. I actually have one here. Today we're gonna be demoing one of the Stahls 360 cap presses, and it's $200 off. You can actually take $200 off of the Stahls 360 IQ cap press, the Auto Clam 16 by 20, which is like their standard, awesome, beautiful model, and the Fusion IQ 16 by 20, $200 off of those 3 heat presses. And then Super Color. Now, the Super Color sale, just a heads up, it's gonna end on the 26th, which is like Monday, I wanna say. 15% off of all across the board, 15% off of all Super Color heat transfers. We are gonna be demoing Super Color today, so stay tuned for that. And then just really quick, so today's day 4. Unfortunately, I wasn't here for days 2 and 3. Yeah, but let me go, I don't wanna go into detail. But yeah, I'm very grateful to be here today, by the way. I'll just say that. Anyways, in case you missed it, on Monday, November 20th, these deals were added to the sale. The HPN Universal Heat Press Stand, which is what we have on stage today. You may not see it in full frame, but it's what we're using today to hold up our heat press. That's on sale. It's only $200. Such a good deal. Caesar, Romeo, and Juliet vinyl cutters are $50 off of each of those machines. We've got a few other heat presses. Oh, and here's the big one. Up to $1,500 off Uninet white toner or I think it might be $1,500 or $1,000. I'm not sure when this was last updated. It might be $1,000, but anyways, $1,000 off a white toner printer. Doggone, that's such an amazing, amazing deal. Moving on, that was Monday. Yesterday, Tuesday, you guys, Craft Pro, Craft Pro is probably one of the most popular heat presses out there on the market today. You can pay full price at Hobby Lobby if you want. But if you want to save, you could purchase the Craft Pro. Now, the standard blue version of the 13 by 9 inch with the slide out drawer, $50 off. If you want it in mint and pink, $30 off of those already great priced heat presses. The 12 by 15 inch swing away in mint, that color only, is $80 off. It's coming in at under $300. That's amazing. Of course, we have a bunch of other stuff here. 30% off of heat transfer paper, 10% off of sublimation paper, and I know you guys have been waiting for this one, the Craft Pro Mug and Tumbler Heat Press in pink, $120 off. Jeez, I'm gonna lose my job. I'm definitely getting my pay cut this year because these prices are too good. There's no way we're gonna be making any money. Okay, man, $120 off, you guys, $249.97. That is absolutely fantastic. Alrighty, well, it's time to get into some demos really quick. I do wanna say what's up to everybody. Let's see, Brian's coming in from San Diego, where it's in the 89s today. Oh my gosh, very nice. I might be out there for Thanksgiving. We'll see. That's where my wife's family's from. Anita is saying, LOL, this is great. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm glad you guys liked the video. Thank you guys. Yeah, that Greedy Thursday guy, he sounds like a real piece of work. Hallie's saying hi. Evelyn, Michael, Nani, Hallie. Oh, awesome, awesome. Deetris is asking, can you apply additional discounts with the Black Friday sales? Yes. So at Heat Press Nation, we offer a military discount and an education discount for like schools. So if you qualify for either of those are a code. What I love about Heat Press Nation is you don't have to use any codes. All of our deals for Black Friday, no codes needed. The discounts are automatically applied. So when you'll see the discounted price there when you go to the item, and then when you go to checkout, you'll see all your discounted pricing. Now, if you are in the military, you do have that discount. You do qualify. You are able to stack your additional 5% military discount on there. Of course, I want to thank you for your service. And then, of course, if it's for educators for education, that discount would still apply as well. So great time. If you're working in the schools, I know you guys are probably off starting tomorrow. That's a great time to load up your classrooms with some quality equipment. Oh, right now, okay. SoCal Creative saying, is this the live or the replay? I am live right now. So right now I'm live. The interview was pre-recorded. Me and my twin brother, we recorded that. Yeah. I don't have a twin. Creative Expressions and Gifts says, I started my sublimation business over 12 years ago with HPN equipment. Man, love to hear it. You must have been one of our first customers too, because I think this is like year 14 of being a company for us. So man, old connection there. Very awesome, very awesome. Andrea's saying, oh, it didn't work. Okay, then do me a favor, go ahead and call our customer service team, or you can get in the chat. If you're on our website right now, feel free to reach out via chat. It's probably a little bit faster than calling in at the moment, but you're welcome to give us a call. Our number's there on screen, 800-215-0894. It is possible that I have misspoken, but usually in past years, we allow people to stack the military. So just tell them I said you could, and I'll get fired later. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and dive into some demos. So I have a hat, and let's go take a look. Let's go take a look at this awesome piece of equipment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Stahl's Hottronics hat press. So check this out. This is probably the hottest hat press to come out in years. I'm super stoked, honestly, just to be able to use it. This thing is a pleasure to use. You've seen it in a lot of videos, tutorials. You're starting to see this pop up in the background of a lot of videos. A lot of the professional influencers who, yes, they're on YouTube, but they also like run their own shops. This is the one that everybody is switching out for. So I'm gonna show you how it works. So this is the Stahl's Hottronics 360 IQ. We are pressing a hat today, so of course you wanna remove the insert. I got my AS color. Which hat is this? This is the Class 5 panel. I love these hats because they're big. I have a big head. So we're gonna do the front first. I'm gonna flip up the panel, the sweatband, I'm sorry. Load it up here. And I'm just going to, sorry. bring that up. Give me a second. And so today I'm going to show you why they call it the 360. So I want to make sure I have a nice smooth surface right here. Okay. Now this lower panel, let me grab some heat tape really quick. This lower panel is heated. So now I don't have a structured cap on me today. I really wish I did. But if you're, so you know when you're pressing a structured cap right here, you get those creases. So the way that this bottom platen is shaped and sized and made and heated, basically it was designed from the ground up to eliminate that crease. So this is something that's really cool, really revolutionary, because typically, with other hat presses, you have to add a little bit of padding, some foam, some cushioning to kind of fill in the gap. With this press, that's not required. Now, if you're wondering why all other presses have to do that, well, it's very simple. Hats, all the different hat makers, sorry, I dropped something. All the hat makers, like the curve of the hat doesn't always match the curve of your heat press. That would be impossible. You'd have all these different hat makers, different sizes of hats, different styles. It just doesn't work. So when the curve of your heat press doesn't match the curve of your hat, you have to pad it. You have to fill in that gap. You don't have to do that with the 360. So anyways, let's come on over here. Also, by the way, in case you missed it, the 360 IQ cap press that I'm using right now, $200 off for Black Friday. That deal just dropped today. Also dropping today is Super Color samples. These are full color. And I'm just going to put a little heat tape on it. It's not like vinyl. It's not sticky. So if you want it, I like to have it stick to my hat, right? So here we go. And the heat tape is not 100% necessary. I just like it because it helps me with my positioning. It helps keep the transfer down. So these Super Color transfers, 15% off across the board. All right, I'm ready to rock and roll here. Now, usually I have like 320 degrees on top when I don't have a heated lower platen, but because I do have a heated lower platen, I can bring down my temperature just a little bit. This is gonna help me for another transfer that we're doing in a minute. But first, let's go ahead and, let me just reposition this hat here. I'll make sure it's gonna get the full pressure. Here we go. There we go. So we got like 10 seconds on the clock. This is also an auto open heat press. So it's just gonna do its thing. There we go. Now you guys know this is a hot peel. Oh, whoops. Maybe I didn't press it hot enough. Give me just a second here. I wonder if it's too hot because I have a heated lower. So one trick that you could do when you're working with Super Color, if it does peel up, no worries. So what we're actually gonna do here, I'm gonna repress it. And this is another good reason why I like to have heat tape on it. I'm gonna actually cold peel my Super Color transfer. So sometimes that happens. It might be a little too hot. Maybe you need a little bit more pressure. Maybe the press settings weren't correct. I am a little low on my pressure, on my temperature on top. Maybe I didn't have enough pressure. Doesn't matter. Basically all you gotta do is just let this go ahead and cool off just a little bit so that adhesive can cure. Now again, usually Super Color is gonna be a hot peel. You wanna peel it immediately. That's how it's designed. But here, I'm gonna show you guys my troubleshooting tips. Sometimes things just don't work out perfectly. And as you're seeing live, hey, we're not gonna try to hide anything from you. In fact, I love when things don't go perfectly because then I get to show you guys how professionals work around it. You don't wanna lose the hat, right? You don't wanna lose the transfer. So we're just gonna let it cool down just a little bit. Let's go ahead and try it now. All right, just a little bit. I'm gonna let that cool down just a little bit more. We're gonna let that sit. I do see some questions and comments coming in. My wire's hanging out. Sorry, very unprofessional of me. Okay, so really quick here. Andrea says, okay, yes, you said it, yeah. Creative expressions and gifts, thank you, they're confirming. I have used the military discount with the sale items before. Thank you, yeah, so in the past, that's usually how we run it. Here we go. Jose Cartel Prince says, I need a cat press, LOL. Yes, dude, this one is $200 off. And you guys, I'm telling you right now, that's the grace of Stalls, all right? This heat press is so popular. Stalls does not have to discount anything in order to move more of these presses. Trust me on that. This is probably one of the best selling cat presses out there. And if those of you who have tried, when this press first launched, it was on back order for so long because it was just so popular. So the fact that Stalls is letting us discount this $200, like that's awesome. It's just, gonna help out a little bit on this machine. Really quick here, Creative Expression says they got the Black Series. I started with the Black Series cap press. I have the red press now, and I'm just waiting for that thing to accidentally fall out of the window or something so I can have an excuse to upgrade to this one. This is great. Yes, Michael says it heats under and over. Yes, now that is especially, it's good for two things. First of all, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, the structured caps, it really does help eliminate that crease. However, the other thing that this is good for is when you're applying patches. So some thicker patches like leather patches or 3D patches, some of those, they do need to be heated from behind. The heat has to get applied from inside the cap. And so, when you're doing that, or sorry, not when you're doing that, when you're applying those decals, those patches, sometimes you have to overcook it from the top. If you're working with a sensitive material, it's not always great. So having the heat be able to apply from the bottom, awesome for that. Okay, yeah. Andre says, I'm ready for an upgrade, but don't have a dedicated breaker. That's a real life struggle. I'll say that. Good advice coming in from Creative Expression says, check with your electrician. It's not too expensive for them to do the electric work to use your press if needed. Yeah, it's not crazy expensive, or it shouldn't be. If someone's quoting you like $10,000, like $1,000 even, like you probably call someone else. All right, so this is cooled down now. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this. Actually, I'm gonna peel this over here so we can get a better look at it. On this camera right here, here we go. There we go. As you can see, that peeled just fine. If you're really concerned about it, you just want to double check and make sure that it's all gravy. Go for it. Go ahead and give it a nice repress just to make sure. That's what I'm going to do now. It doesn't have to be super long. We're just going to seal that in. And now this is a freaking good looking hat. I'll say that. Now this is the 360. Why do they call it the 360? Well, they call it the 360 because you could press all around the hat with ease. Again, the heated lower, just the way it's constructed, all of that plays together really to give us a real easy time placing. So I'm gonna do a temple hit on this hat. Let's see here. Oh, I messed this up. All right, so now I'm using Caesar Easy Weed Brick, and this is on me, you guys. Look, I know I'm supposed to be a professional, okay? This is on me. Maybe it was just the holiday rush. I'm not 100% sure where my mind was. But Caesar Easy Weed Brick, well, it's a beautiful, amazing, and I just trimmed it down so I can get it right here. Well, this is a beautiful and amazing product. One thing you do want to be considerate of is that Caesar Easy Weed Brick is probably not the best for small details. So if you're weeding, if you have small details on your product, even though your cutter can cut it, we actually cut all this using the Evo heat press today. So even if the cutter can cut it, it's weeding it that's sometimes kind of an issue. So my cutter cut this just fine. The Vinyl Systems Evo cut this just fine. Caesar Brick is a cold peel. So I'm gonna let that cool down for a second. While that's cooling down, now I had, the reason why I'm giving you this whole disclaimer, right, is because you're about to see what happens when I do dumb things. All right, so we're pressing this right here. I want to get a nice flat area for me to press. So I was supposed to have a graphic that says Mr. Heat Press going over the ponytail opening on this hat press, on this cap, right? Now, however, when I was weeding this out, made a few mistakes, and now it only says Mr. Heat. It's supposed to say Mr. Heat Press. Now, because this is vinyl, I could just recut those parts later and add them on. But yeah, you guys will see in a moment, Mr. Heaters. But anyways, let's go ahead and press. I hope you guys will forgive me. It's almost Thanksgiving. Question coming in, creative. I'm gonna call you CEG. It's just easier to say. So you don't need a cover sheet to repress cap. You should use one because this machine has a like a Teflon nonstick coating on the platen. I'm okay with it. I probably wouldn't do it for every single press, but because it was a quickie, a one-time only kind of thing, I'm perfectly fine with that. Also, and while this would say otherwise, actually, let me show this to the other camera really quick. This says Mr. Heaters. Mr. Heaters. So I wouldn't recommend doing things with small, tiny details using Caesar brick. For big stuff like the initials, yeah, that's great. And actually, that should be cool enough for me to peel now. Let me go ahead and peel this over here on camera right here so we can see it. Super cool. So now, those are kind of big. They're oversized. I don't know if you'll be able to see the dimension on here. I'm going to try to see if this will stay in focus. But Caesar brick, it's not just vinyl. It's really thick and it's hard to capture in these bright lights. But yeah, the really thick dimension on here is fantastic. So yeah, they call it the 360 cap press. I think I could peel this one too. Yeah. Because you could do hits. Now, again, I'm sorry, that's a weeding issue. I wasn't paying too good of attention. It says Mr. Heat, or it's supposed to say Mr. Heat Press, but anyways, forgive me, guys. And so you could even, now this is a flat bill cap, so you could, in theory, do the bill on your cap if it's curved. I'm gonna make this a curved bill cap right now, and we're gonna see if I can get away with one more hit on the bill. So let's go back to the cap press. Gonna just finish weeding this right here. There we go. So I want this to go just kind of, it's supposed to be just like a little kind of insignia right here on the bill. Flame for heat, you know. So what I'm gonna do is, and this is just a tip for you, like when you're placing something close to the edge of something, you probably want to even trim your carrier sheet close as possible. It just makes things easier, right? Get a little heat tape, then put it right where I want it, right there. Tape with some heat tape, tape it in place. And so now here's the fun part. Actually, that's just gonna be a little too close. I am gonna have to move it just a hair. Move it out just a little bit. That still looks pretty cool. And so now you could do the whole bill if you want to. If you're pressing the underside of your bill, it's gonna bend it the other way, like this, so you don't want that. But if you're pressing the top of the bill, it's gonna bend it this way. So that's actually not that bad. So I'm going to position it in a place where it'll be best. Now, if I had a flat heat press running right now, that would be perfect. Obviously, this is gonna work best on a flat press. This is something where I would even be willing to iron it. And now I want my bill to just be curved evenly. So I'm gonna reheat it and just to curve my bill so it's uniform. But this is probably the one exception where I would actually be okay with an iron. I don't like irons. I know you can. See, the curve is kind of cool. I usually curve this cap about that degree anyways. But yeah, so using, you can use this however you want. What I love about it is I could do the whole hat. As you see, we did the front. We have a temple hit. Don't pay attention to the spelling or the weeding, but we have a hit over the ponytail hole. I don't know if that's what it's called. That's what I'm calling it. But yeah, you could really go all over. That's why they call it the 360. Get it? Yeah, so it's a super cool machine. Of course, everything today was cut using the Vinyl Systems Evo. I'm actually gonna go back. We're gonna finish reading this on camera over here because I do wanna talk about the Evo. Yeah, very cool. And then I'll take some questions, some Q&A. This is, again, brick is like a cold peel. So this should be cool enough. There we go. Check that out. This is a cool hat. So I have my bill insignia right here. Of course, if it has to press the crown. Oh, we're gonna show this overhead. Check that out. This is a cool looking hat. I got my initials on the side. I love that temple hit for the initials. And then, yes, I'll fix that spelling. That was a weeding error on my part. But I love when it curves over that part. I call it the ponytail hole. That's great. This is a fantastic hat. This is a super cool hat. I'm looking forward to wearing it. Was able to press it on the Stalls 360. Everything was cut beautifully with the Evo. This is the Vinyl Systems Evo. And you guys, I'm so stoked on this deal for you. It's only $499.97. This is a full-size cutter. 28-inch loading width, 24.2 or 6-inch cutting width. It has the servo motor in there. So it's gonna be very quiet, very precise, very fast. If you wanna level up, if you want to start like pro cutting, you want faster speeds, you just want just easier use, you get the Vinyl Systems Pro software. I'm really pumped up about this deal on the Evo cutter. If I had the space in my house, trust me, I'd have 10 of these. It's so good. But yeah, really love it, really love it. Cool comments here coming in. Anita says, I love brick. Romeo cut it like butter. Yeah, Romeo is super solid too. By the way, the Romeo is on sale. If anybody's looking to get another cutter, Romeo, I'll give Romeo props. Romeo is very, very quiet. Very, very quiet. I love it. Yeah, that one's $50 off. So the Romeo is gonna come in just a little bit more expensive than this right now. Romeo, very, very solid cutter. You wouldn't be sad with either, I'll say that. Both amazing cutters. Romeo's $50 off. It's $650 right now, or $649. And then the Caesar Julia, it's a 12-inch cutter. That one's $449. I like to round up. Yeah. CEG says, I brought one of these mini irons for details like that. You can get a set of several sizes for $39. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, normally, again, especially for hats, I've seen people use irons for hats. Look, no shade, all right? No shade. I've seen the Cricut hot press. It makes sense. However, if you're doing this professionally and you want to sell your products, I would recommend just getting a real, it doesn't have to be this expensive, it doesn't have to be the expensive Stalls cap press, but you should have an actual heat press. But the exception right here, this little bill hit, yeah. And then if you have a mini iron, you could do the underside of the bill, which I'm usually putting things under the bill. I don't normally go on top. Of course, we wanted to show it off and make an exception. But yeah, this under bill hit, super cool, super underrated, by the way. Not a lot of people are doing a lot of stuff under the bill. So by doing that, really, really cool. I do want to let you guys know. So today is Wednesday. Today is day 4 of our Black Friday daily deals. We still have 3 more drops. Tomorrow, even though tomorrow's Thanksgiving, I sure as heck won't be here. We're all gonna be home for Thanksgiving, but that's the cool thing about the internet. The internet doesn't sleep. So we have a fresh set of deals dropping tomorrow. We have another set of deals dropping on Friday, Black Friday. And then on Cyber Monday, we have our final set of deals that's gonna get added to the Black Friday sale. Now, these deals are while allocated supplies last. That means we have a set amount of Evos for this sale. We've put aside a certain amount of vinyl and all these things, all the products you see on sale, the mug presses, all that stuff. We have a certain amount that we've set aside for the sale. Once we sell through, that's it. I'm so sorry. That's the one time this year where I have to be mean. Not mean, but like if you miss out on the sale, I'm so sorry. We can't make any exceptions. That's why we encourage you, if you see something you like, buy it. If you see something you like going on sale, get on it, because it may not last. Even though the sale lasts until next week, your sale item may not. Some of these are some really hot sellers. So yeah, anyways, great question. I got some more questions. Oh, before I get some more questions, text if you want to know the full list, if you want to know what's going on sale tomorrow and Friday and Monday, if you want to see the full list of everything that's going on sale, you could text the word HEAT. That's H-E-A-T. Text the word HEAT to 31592. It's coming up on your screen. There it is. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Don't text. I mean, you can text the word HEAT. Don't text HEAT. Text the word Black Friday. Sorry. We have a special one this time. Text the word Black Friday. Now, Black Friday, when you're sending that out, make it one word, Black Friday, no space. Text the word Black Friday to 31592. I got the number right. I just got the wrong word. So text the word Black Friday to 31592. That way you can have the full list. You'll know everything. So even though we're dropping our deals every day, if you want to know what's going on sale tomorrow and Friday and Monday, sign up for that list. You'll have access to all of that. Okay, going back to the question, CEG asking, does the Romeo and Evo have the same kind of motor? No. So the Evo has what we call a servo motor. So when you're looking at vinyl cutters, you have all of your entry level and mid-range cutters are gonna have what we call a stepper motor. All of the pro level ones like the Graphtec, like the GCC Jaguar, like the Vinyl Systems Evo, they have what we call a servo motor. Now, across the board, servo has the advantages of being faster, more precise, and a heck of a lot quieter. What's interesting about the Romeo is that even though the Romeo doesn't have a servo motor, it's actually pretty darn quiet. Caesar, when they went to go design that machine, they really redesigned it from the ground up to accommodate like vibrations and shakes, and they made it a much more stable machine that honestly, it's almost as quiet as a servo motor. It's really, really cool. So yeah, we actually talk about that. If you guys haven't heard, I know I was joking around. We had some fun with my interview with Black Friday, but we do have a real podcast. We have a real podcast, and we actually got to interview Patrick Ali from Caesar. He was on the development team for the Romeo and the Juliet. So if you want to hear a little bit of insight into what's going on over at Caesar and how those cutters were developed, you definitely want to go on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you can get a podcast. Look up our podcast. It's called Customizing Culture. And that was our episode with Patrick Ali from Caesar North America. It's here. You can find it on our YouTube channel, by the way. We have all of our podcast episodes on video here on YouTube, so check that out. But yeah, really cool if you're interested in that sort of thing. CEG is traveling to Orlando. Wonder where I'm gonna find a good Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, I hope you find it. I love Thanksgiving. We're having our Thanksgiving potluck here at the office today. I had, I don't want to give too much details, but you know, we were, let's just say I was at a hospital yesterday, not for myself, but they served us Thanksgiving dinner there. I had Thanksgiving dinner last week, having Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow. I've had a lot of Thanksgiving dinners, and I love it. So I hope you find a good one. Anita says the podcast is awesome. Thank you so much, man. That really means a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If anybody has any questions about what's on sale, I'm gonna be live here. We're not going anywhere for another like minute or two. So while I look up the recap, go ahead and put in your questions. But if you don't have questions, I honestly want to thank you for joining me on this Thanksgiving Eve. So really quick, I'm going to cover some highlights, what's on sale right now, starting with today. So today, Wednesday, November 22nd, you see it there on your screen. This Evo is only $499.97. Your business is going to love you for picking up this Evo. It's really great. $200 off select Styles Hoptronics products, including the 360 IQ. You just saw me pressing today. And then, of course, the 16 by 20 inch Fusion and Auto Clam. Those are both $200 off. Really great deals from Styles. Super Color. So on this hat, I would put it on, but I don't want to mess up my hair. Super Color transfers are 15% off. Now, that sale does end on November 26th, which I want to say is Monday, pretty sure. So yeah. There we go. Catch my breath here. Whoo. Anyways, yeah. Oh, Vinyl Systems. Okay. If you want to start your business just cutting vinyl, you're doing vinyl for t-shirts, you're doing vinyl like decals for like cars and windows and stuff like that, you don't need the print and cut. The Vinyl Systems Specialist is only $259.97. That's a big fat steal. You're crazy if you don't get that, if that's what your business is looking for. A lot of other great deals. Craft Pro 13 by 9 in all colors is on sale. The 12 by 15 in pink. I'm sorry, X that. The 12 by 15 in mint is on sale. The Craft Pro Mug and Tumbler Press on sale in pink. Question Anita's asking, are the Sawgrass ink still on sale? Yes, Sawgrass ink is still on sale. I believe 20% off of like the standard Sublejet ink. And then the printers, you can get up to 10% off depending on the printer kit that you choose. Big shout out to Uninet, up to 15% off of, up to $1,500 off of Uninet white toner DTF printers. And I don't see it listed yet, but I believe Creo is you getting like $1,000 off the Creo white toners. I love the Creo so much. If it wasn't a crime to steal, I would steal the Creo from this office. All right. Very cool. All right, looks like that's gonna do it for me today. Of course, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so we're not gonna be live tomorrow. I'll be back, Lord willing, on Black Friday and Cyber Monday live to show you guys some of the items that are gonna be on sale, talk about the deals. But of course, even though we're not gonna be here tomorrow for Thanksgiving, you can still shop online while your food's going down or while you're waiting for that turkey to cook. Head on over to heatpressnation.com. We have so many cool deals coming. Again, one more time, if you want to know everything that's going on sale tomorrow, Friday, and Monday, text the word Black Friday to 31592. I hope everybody out there has an awesome, safe, amazing, and blessed Thanksgiving. I truly hope you guys have a good time with your family, friends, loved ones, chosen family, whatever the heck. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you around.